Hello, and welcome into today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. And my name is Kevin Hicks, and I'm the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. I will be joining you today as I have every day for the last month and a half and every day moving forward. Thank you so much for your continued support. It means the absolute world to me, and I'm so excited. Arizona State football season is now just 59 days away, and couldn't be more honored to be covering this team, a team with as much talent and intrigue surrounding it as this team has. It's going to be a great year. Boots will be on the ground at football practice in short order. Um, yeah, I'm so honored, so excited. And before we get started, once again, please follow me on X/Twitter at khicks_21 if you get an opportunity to do so. That will be where I will be posting most of my video content and some story content as well. So yeah, let's get started today. So as some of you may know, Jordyn, Tyson, and Sam Leavitt both selected to the Walter Camp Preseason All-American team in 2025. Sam Leavitt and Tyson were both selected as second teamers. Tyson behind obviously Jeremiah Smith of Ohio State and Ryan Williams of Alabama, and Sam Leavitt behind Cade Klubnik of Clemson. Still, even second team honor is an incredible achievement for these two standout talents. Before we dive into it more, I wanted to give a little bit of background on the Walter Camp Awards, the All-American selections from a press release from the Walter Camp Foundation. So Walter Camp is the nation's oldest college football All-America team. Considered the father of American football, Walter Camp introduced the play from scrimmage set plays, the numerical assessment of goals and tries, and the restriction of play to 11 men per side in 1880. 9 years later, in 1889, Mr. Camp, then the Yale University head coach, selected the first ever college football All-America team. The Walter Camp Football Foundation, a New Haven-based all-volunteer group, was founded in 1967 to perpetuate the ideals of Camp and to continue the tradition of selecting annually an All-American team. Typically announced in early December, the Walter Camp All-America teams are selected by the FBS head coaches and sports columnists. Yep, there we go. So, as you might know, Walter Camp, considered the father of modern day football, absolute incredible contributions to the game, to its growth long term, and to be named a Walter Camp All-American is an incredible achievement for anybody, but especially Leavitt and Tyson. As we know, the journeys for Leavitt and Tyson haven't always been easy. Leavitt was a Michigan State transfer into Tempe in December of 2023. After Mel Tucker was ousted, the coach that recruited him, and they opted to replace Tucker with Jonathan Smith, who was the Oregon State head coach at the time, and Leavitt did not take to that very kindly because his dream school was Oregon State, and Jonathan Smith opted to not recruit him despite being a 4-star talent. So he went to Tempe, beat out Jaden Rashada for the starting job, and the rest is history. 29 total touchdowns, over 3,200 total yards of offense in 2024, and his influence, his reach on the college game this season is probably only going to grow, being in year 2 of a Marcus Arroyo offensive system that is obviously tailored to his talents and his skill set, alongside being a more pass-happy offense in the absence of Cam Scadaboo in 2025. Jordyn Tyson, one of the very few bright spots of the 2022 Colorado Buffaloes team that went 1-11, somehow even worse than the Arizona State team in what was Herm Edwards' final partial season as head coach. I believe Tyson went for 420 yards and 4 touchdowns, had an incredible game against Arizona State that season, went for about 160 yards and scored a touchdown. Obviously caught the attention of Kenny Dillingham. Dillingham excited to bring him in shortly after taking the job. Obviously, sat out the 2023 season, came out absolute incredibly in 2024. Did 3 of his 4 weakest games of the season were to start the season. So I believe 4 receptions, 49 yards against Wyoming, 2 receptions for 7 yards against Mississippi State, and then struggled quite a bit against Texas Tech. Well, the whole team did, but you know what I mean. Outside of that, those were the only 3 games that he ever accrued under 50 receiving yards in a game. Went for 301 yards back-to-back weeks against standout defenses in Kansas State and BYU. Absolutely incredible finish to the season. Earned all Big 12 second team honors and Big 12 Newcomer of the Year honor as well. Obviously, he didn't play in the college football playoff game or the Big 12 championship game due to an upper body injury, but it's safe to assume that he will be back healthy this upcoming season. He will be back better this upcoming season, and his connection in the offense and rapport with Sam Leavitt will only grow as time continues to move forward. Leavitt and Tyson, bottom line, those 2 players could be the saving grace of Arizona State football. They could be the foundational pieces, the symbols of the revival of a proud program, and they could be the pillars that draw in generations of new recruits over the next 10, 20, 30 years. We'll see how it transpires this season, but hopes are absolutely incredibly high right now. To close out the show today, I wanted to talk about a couple of players that had reasonable arguments to be included in this list as well. It might be a bold take to say that more than 2 Arizona State players belonged on a national awards list that was very finite in the players that were selected, but honestly, Xavier Alford and CJ Fight on the defensive side of the ball both have incredibly high ceilings and could be 2 of the best at their position in the country as a whole, not just in the Big 12. We saw what CJ Fight could do as a game wrecker last season. There's no denying that his talent is there, his physicality is there, his desire to grind it out on a rep-to-rep base is there, his motor is there. Everything is there for Fight to enjoy an absolutely incredible season as a run stopper, possibly even as a pass rusher. There is no limit to how good Fight can be, honestly, if you ask me, based off of what I saw last season. Xavier Alford, likely to be the heart and soul of the Sun Devils defense this season alongside Keyshawn Elliott. He was phenomenal as a ball hawk. He was consistently great in coverage all season, and he brings an edge to the field that you just can't teach. And obviously the leadership aspect as well. He is the leader of a great secondary that also includes Javon Robinson, Keith Abney, Miles Ghost Rouser, Kenrick Breedlove, and Nyland Green. That's an incredibly talented group, and Alfred is at the forefront of it. Let's see if Brian Carrington is able to do his best coaching job yet with that group, and let's see if Alfred can continue to fit the billing of a 4-star recruit that he was coming into college in 2021. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, please follow me on X/Twitter at khicks_21 if you get a chance to do so. Your support means the world to me. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you tomorrow.